Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today, Monday, March 24th, or is it 23rd? 24th, 23rd? 2025. That I know. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, the Insta, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Take what resonates and take what doesn't. Please don't do that. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. That's what we want for you. If some of it does not, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Rare Rebel deck. She still has decks on Etsy. If you're interested, it is one of my favorite decks. You all know. I use it almost probably like every frippin' day, every other frippin' day. Do you like the word frippin'? I like the word frippin'. Oh man, I'm tired. I don't even know why I'm tired. I'm tired. I text messaged my boss this morning while I was on my first break, and I said, "Hey, tomorrow's the perfect attendance lunch. Can you let us know who has perfect attendance so we don't bring a lunch because we're gonna get free lunch if we have perfect attendance?" And then I said to her, I said, you didn't get my shirt size for the baseball tee last week. I said, did I miss it or am I crazy? Like, what's the deal? I kid you not. An hour later, our lead, lovely, lovely guy, lovely young man, came by and he's like, Kim, you got free lunch tomorrow for attendance. What kind of shirt size do you want? And then he's like, here's the list of the food to pick from for the luncheon on Thursday for nominating our boss for Employee of the Month. And I think he asked one more thing. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, damn. I was like, the boss had her shit together today. Like, like really had her shit together today. We got one on the table. She was supposed to ask us Thursday and then didn't. And then Friday we had so many issues with the system. Like I was gonna say something and I'm like, I'm not saying nothing. Like there's already too much shit going on. I'm not even gonna do that to her. We got two on the table. Oh, okay. Hello. What's your name? What's your number? I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I'm pretty sure this young guy at work was hitting on me. His name is Mario. He's a very sweet guy. I was talking to him a little bit today. We got four on the table. He's got two kids, not married, he said. Didn't really seem to want to go into depth on that. I was like, okay. He lives here, somewhere here in Round Lake, where I live. And then he starts asking me questions. He's like, well, what do you like to do on your downtime? And I'm like, I always feel like it's a little hard to explain what I do, being the YouTube, the TikTok, because either people become very disinterested or they're too interested. Like they want to know too much. They want to know too much. It's like I get a little antsy. I guess it really shouldn't matter because either way, it's either going to reel them in or it's going to drive them away. And who cares either way? Like, I'm living my life. What do I care? Be a friend or go. I don't know. He's a coworker, though. I don't want to that's the reason why I don't date coworkers, because I don't want to make waves. We got 6 on the table. 7 on the table. Okay, is this the evil eye thing again? Is this the same? We got 7 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. It's top of the deck. 8 on the table. Yes, this is like the same flipping reading. It's very close. Very close. That is interesting. This is the top of the deck. Green light, red light, the moon. Somebody got really upset on TikTok when I mentioned hoodoo voodoo. They're like, voodoo is a religion for some people. I'm like, yeah, but that's not, no. I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. Oh shit, how do I do that? Here, let me... Well, that's no good. Okay. This is top of the deck. There is a fire element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who's under judgment for their vices and addictions. If this person would just align their chakras, show themselves some love, maybe they wouldn't live in their vices and addictions. I don't know who needed to hear that. A fire element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For anybody that rings true for. All right. So we got 9 cards with bottom of the deck. We've got air element. We've got divine feminine energy. We've got earth element. We've got the evil eye. We've got the just wusa. We've got ancestors. We've got gossip. We've got journey and adventure. And bottom of the deck, we got friendship. Feminine, masculine, take heart resonates. If this resonates for you as a divine masculine energy, feel free. Again, we all have feminine and masculine. I'm feeling particularly masculine today. I'm not even sure why. I know I am. Maybe it's because I have a lot to do, so I feel very manly and in charge. I don't know. Air element is... Okay, why was I going to say Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? That is not an air element. An air element is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, however you want to say that. Earth element is... Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Capricorn. I like calling them Cappies. The ex-husband is a Capricorn, actually. I probably have told you that before. I did his chart too once just to take a quick gander at it. I just put in his stuff. I can't remember. I barely remember my own. Okay, so this divine feminine energy, air element, earth element, like I have both, right? I have Gemini, I have Virgo, I have Libra, no Aquarius, no Taurus, no Cappy. So take how that resonates, because this divine feminine could have air, could have earth. Whoever is sending this evil eye could have. I mean, the air isn't next to the evil eye, but it's here. So take how it resonates for you. Again, this person is still sending evil eye to someone. And if this is you, whoever, this is one of my favorite cards. It looks so relaxing. Like, just whatever. Like, who the cares? So the reason why, so this is what I got when the ancestors card came out with next to this gossip card. Like, whoever this person is, now they're gossiping about like your family. Like, before it was about you and like what you had going on. Now it's like about your family, or I don't want to say like your ancestors, but if this is someone that were into divination, like I guess they could be doing that. I'm not really getting that that feeling, because I think I said in the last read, like gossip is toxic enough. Like that in and of itself, like you're putting words into the atmosphere. You're bringing something into existence that isn't real because you're gossiping. Like, that's bad enough. I don't I don't get that this evil eye person is doing any type of divination, but I mean, they could be, I guess. Yeah, like they're talking about they're talking about your family now. I don't know if you have something going on currently with your family, or you did and they were talking about them. Like, whoever this evil eye person is, like, they would have had to get this information from your family or from someone, like a mutual of yours, I guess, right? I can't. Harley Beaner knocked over the tower the other day. It's got a big crack in it now. Freaking cats. Whoever this person sending the evil eye, they were a friend. They are a friend, or they were a friend. And with the journey adventure, this is someone that you could have went on a lot of adventures with, a lot of journeys with. Um, could just technically be the journey of life. Maybe you knew this person for a very long time. This person could also be like an adventurer, like they go on vacation, or they like to go out and do things on their day off from work, or just that kind of, like, I don't want to sit at home, like, get me out and do something. It could be you too. I mean, that could have been why you were friends. Tea. Kombucha tea. It's very light. It's basically just water with a little bit of tea flavor. Although it still gives me the burps. Like if I was drinking like carbonated kombucha, which is really interesting. Yeah, like this. If you were friends with this evil eye person for a long time, if they know your family still could be talking to them. Somebody from your family could still be talking to them. And that's how they get their information. And then they gossip. They gossip about it to like their friend group or their family or whatever. Sorry, it sounds like someone's out there walking around. I was out there earlier when I got home because I ripped the damn bag off the tree. It was annoying the shit out of me. There's a plastic bag flying around out there. Yeah, yeah, like whoever this. And whoever this evil eye person is, quite honestly, they don't give a shit either. Like they're gonna keep talking, they're gonna keep throwing evil eye. I don't do return to senders. That is completely up to you. If you believe in that kind of thing and you do that kind of thing. I don't judge. I don't judge on anything because I do what I do and that's what I do. So, like I and I've told you guys this dozens of times. I literally cut the cord every day. I have a little notebook. I spent like 2 weeks every day writing like 3 or 4 pages a day, the names of all the people I wanted to cut the cord from. And I wrote them on those pieces of paper. And every day I cut the cord with those pieces of paper. I'm not going to get into specifics. I have a burn sink. If you want to draw conclusions, feel free. But I do that every single day. I have only maybe once or twice at the most, literally twice at the most, um, said return to sender. Like felt something come in and said return to sender, send it back. When I let go and let God, I said to God, I said, if anybody's sending me negative bullshit, you are in charge of sending that back. You are in charge of deciding what to do with that. I said, I'm not doing nothing with that. I cut my cord every day. I sage my home, my Palo Santos, which I think I told you guys last week. I haven't even done that in a couple weeks because I really have not felt the need. I've really felt pretty comfortable here. Um, and that's pretty much all I do. I don't do anything else because again, I don't believe in no hoodoo voodoo BS. I'm not out there weaving black spells and throwing hate on people. I don't have time for that. I have time for this. I have time for a regular job. I have time to take care of myself and my 4 cats and occasionally a friend, and that's it. I don't have time. Between doing this, working, writing the book, I got to start painting soon because I need to get my cover going. And yeah, I don't have time. I don't have time to be sitting in the kitchen with a bunch of candles and a bunch of like freezer spells or a bunch of graveyard dirt. I don't have time for that shit. If somebody else has time, fabulous. Kudos. Congratulations. I do not. So I do what I do and I leave the rest to God. And that's it. You want to if you want to return to sender, then you return to sender. I'm not going to say yay or nay about that. Some people do it, some people don't believe in doing it. Um, I don't really have an opinion on it either way. Um, do I think you should be able to do that? Yeah, of course. I think it's bullshit that anybody thinks that they can send you evil eye. Like, fuck off, stay out of my life, you know? I don't ever send evil eye back. And I think I've told you guys, I've called for judgment on people like 4 times, maybe 4 different people. Once, four different people. Um and then and the last time wasn't that long ago, December, January. And then I was just like, you know what? That's probably another thing that I should just let go and let God. Even though I don't think there's anything wrong with calling judgment on someone, because you're not sending them judgment, you're calling for judgment. God would still decide what that judgment is, or if there's even going to be any, right? So in reality, like, I don't really see anything wrong with that. But that being said, like, I kind of feel like it's God's gonna give it to him, or he's not. Like, you're either gonna get the karma or you're not, and I don't have control over that either. So why would I even say, "Hey, call judgment on this dude or this dudette"? Like, they're gonna figure that out for themselves anyway. So, but I don't necessarily think it's bad, and I think you should if you want to. That's just my opinion. Okay, don't. Okay, so don't laugh at me. And it doesn't matter feminine, masculine, but these are two feminines in this picture, okay? And the one looks kind of plain and the one kind of looks done up. And for some reason, I'm picturing them in my mind, like these two women in my mind, but more current, like more current. And one is like makeup and hair and nails. And the other one's just kind of like, well, I put on a little lip gloss, a little eyeliner. I put my hair back in a ponytail. I painted my nails, but I didn't get my nails done. Whoever this person is that sends, and it doesn't matter, man or woman, right? Because you can have a man that dresses better than another man, or a man that takes care of himself and a man that doesn't. It doesn't matter. Just take how it resonates for you. But whoever this evil eye person is, this person sending the evil eye, they believe that they're better looking. They believe that they're smarter. They believe that they dress best over this divine feminine energy. Like, this is someone, like, even if you look, I don't think I've ever said this before, how she's kind of above and kind of leaning down over this one, and she's kind of like leaning up to talk to her, and she's like leaning down. Whoever this person is that's doling out the evil eye, she thinks she's better than this divine feminine in every way. She doesn't think that this divine feminine is divine feminine. The fact that the divine feminine energy card came out, like, this person would probably, if she was watching this read, okay, if they were watching this read, they'd probably be like, oh, well, that must have been a mistake because they're not a divine feminine. someone very much in their ego. Very much in their ego. Maybe this person also has fire in their chart, and they too need to drop the vices and addictions. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You might have been friends with this person in like an actual friend group. So when I say that this was your friend, this might not have been like your best friend, but you could have known them in a group, like 4, 5, 6, whatever, however many young women, and you were all friends, and maybe she wasn't the best friend, right? Or he, whatever, take how it resonates. I keep messing up my nail, man. Man. I'm not saying that you hated this person or they hated you, or maybe you did, but like I'm getting more of like a friend group. And I think I think it would just be different for every person. Like maybe this was your best friend. Maybe this wasn't. Maybe you didn't like them. Maybe you liked them, but you weren't best friends, you know? Because when I was younger, when I was a kid, I had all kinds of friends, you know? Ones that I talked to all the time, one that I saw every day, ones that I only saw a couple times a year, friends that like I considered them best friends, friends that I didn't consider them anything. You know, they were just like school buddies or school chums or school acquaintances, you know? If this person, if you don't have if you haven't been in contact with this person and they don't have a connection to get gossip about your family, this person is just talking shit about your family from what they remember from the past. So I'm just going to say an example so you kind of get what I'm saying, even though I'm sure you do. Let's say you're a teenager, right? You're like 13 and your parents get divorced, and then your mom remarries right away, and you know, you and your siblings get shuffled around from house to house between both your parents. And it wasn't a very cohesive, very stable environment, and you let that be known to your friend group, right? Whoever this person is that's throwing the evil eye, they would remember that happening to you. They would remember like stories that you told maybe about, I want to say neglect, but I don't want to say it like I mean neglect is neglect, but like this person would just have stories that you told to the friend group, and now they're telling them as an adult to other people. Like for what purpose? Like I the only other than occasionally when something comes up in a read and I remember a situation with a friend from the past, other than that, like I don't sit on here every day telling you guys about this, that, and the other from, you know, the second grade or the sixth grade or the 10th grade or when I was a senior in high school. Like I don't talk about that stuff. I will if it makes sense to do so. But I don't sit here all day and be like, oh yeah, that Tina from, you know, seventh grade, she was a real whore already. You know, like, no. A, none of my business. And B, no. And the only person I really ever talk about on a regular basis is the ex best friend. And I don't really ever mention any of her family per se, other than I think I've mentioned her sister before. And other than the fact that I've said that her friends and family cover up her abhorrent behavior, other than that, like, I don't, if it's not in reference to me and what I know with her and what I know of the situation and even of what I know of the sister, okay, I don't talk about it. Like, I don't consider that my business. That's not for me to say anything. This person is just out there either telling stuff about the past that they should just let sit there because it's none of their business to begin with, or I don't even think they're making stuff up. I think they're saying stuff either that they're getting from someone else currently, or they're saying stuff that happened in the past, that's like 20, 30 years old. And it's like, well, what are you talking about that for? Like, what are you, sorry, 10, 20, 30 years old. Like, why do you got to talk about somebody else's family? Like, are you afraid to talk about your own? And like I said, this person giving the evil eye, they don't care. Just like you don't care, you're going about your life because you have no idea, right? This person just doesn't give a shit. Again, this is someone very much in their ego, someone very much that thinks that they're above whoever this divine feminine energy is, whether it's you or someone else. I think I'm going to leave it there because I just keep going around in circles. It's like a little cat chasing their tail. I hope the message resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.